Hi, this is Chibi back with BJD Addicts Prompt 2, like I promised, and I'm going to do a little bit on common items used for dolls. I'd like to start with Prompt 2 and say that I think my biggest fear has to be face-ups. I'm not really artistic in any manner. I don't draw or paint or anything like that. My artisticness is making their stories. So, really, I'm afraid that if I take off their defaults, which they came with, I'm never going to be able to get them to a state that makes me happy without sending them off to someone. So, I protect their face-ups with my lives. I'm constantly, reminding friends and family that meet them to don't touch their face, because I want the lacquer or the stuff that's on it to stay. But I think a lesser fear that I have is taking them out of the house. Pretty much since they came to the house, they haven't left. I'm just so scared of screwing up their face-ups or just I don't really, just doing something to break them, like if I'm carrying them somewhere and I don't put them, in the bag correctly, they'll break against each other. But I'm going to have to get over that fear soon, because I got a trip to my family's, and I'm hopefully going to be taking at least these four, because I have a bag big enough for the four of them. And if I can jerry-rig something up that's big enough to hold her, then I'm going to take her as well. So I'll be getting over that fear hopefully soon. And I think that pretty much covers it with my fears. I've really gotten over most of the quick fears I had. Like at first I was really scared of taking them apart. I had the forceps, the ribbon, and all that you need to take them apart with, but I was really afraid to. But the Lana here, she's heavy, 60 centimeters, so her legs always couldn't pose really well. Her arms aren't too bad. They'll stay up and they'll do well, but yeah, you have to play with them before they'll stay where you want them to stay. So finally I gave in, and I took her bottom half apart and sueded this joint in her knee, this joint, and sueded inside of her hip, and 50% better. She's not 100% perfect now. She can't pose wonderfully, but she's so much better than she was before. It's so nice. One leg's better than the other. I don't know why. One leg's just screw you. But so that was a real big fear of mine, but I wouldn't be afraid of that. It's not that hard. I almost lost a piece, which is terrifying. The little ball in her ankle just decided to run away from me. And I was like, no, come back. But pretty much, I don't fear a whole lot about them, and I really couldn't care less what people think about me for having them, because I'm not a really feminine girl, so people look at me like, what? So I've gotten over giving a crap about what people think or fearing what people will say if I do take them out with me. That's not my fear of taking them out. So it's pretty much well done for BJD Addicts Prompt 2 fears. And I'm going to move on to common items used for dolls. And by this, I mean things that aren't bought off doll sites. Things that, you go to your local craft store and find. So far, that's where I've mainly gotten all my stuff. Or family members. If you got family members, they collect old stuff. Like older aunts and grandparents, they got some random stuff. But so to start off with, I'm going to go with Ash's little chair right here. Now, this is actually, if you can see, a ring holder. And pretty much, I found this at my local craft store called Hobby Lobby. And they do a lot of sales and stuff like that. So, I just waited for this particular item to go on sale, and it cost me, I think, $8. And he's got a perfect little seating area. It's made of metal, so I can easily repaint it. and whatever I want. But right now, it just happens to be pretty much the perfect color for him. Another common item that I actually just bought today is this. I'm going to be using it as a dresser for either her or them. I'm not really sure at the moment who's going to get it because I just found it today, but I got it for about $6, yet again from Hobby Lobby and on sale, so not too bad. It's unfinished wood, so I'm going to have to paint it, which is where family comes in handy because wherever it went. Well, here we go. Where family comes in handy because I got some paint from my family, which is made just for painting cabinets in the kitchen and normal wood and brushes and stuff, so I didn't have to invest in any of that, fortunately, and just put a little painter's tape on the glass and on the hinges and stuff like that, paint it right up. Might have to sand a few hard pieces down, but it's going to make a pretty cheap, nice dresser for her, and I'm very proud of it, actually, that I found it. Another common item that, for me, since I'm not like hugely good at sewing or any of that fun stuff, I'm stuck with the just, kind of makeshifting stuff. So I love fleece. As you can see, this is their blanket that they don't have on right now, but they don't have with them right now. But it's cut to be about the size of a picnic blanket, and it works very nicely. You have to be really careful about cutting it straight, but you don't have to finish the ends of fleece. Once you cut it, you're really good unless you want to be anal about it. I mean, to make it perfect, you can finish it, but I'm not sewer, so I might finish it at some point, but right now it works perfectly, and there's not going to fray or anything at the ends. And if you really wanted something that looked a little bit more finished, all you have to do is cut two pieces of the same size, put them together, cut the ends in little tiny, like 1-inch strips or 2-inch strips, and tie the ends together. And it makes this little makeshift quilt. I only know that because where I bought my fabric, also at Hobby Lobby. They actually have those already made in the store where you can see like some of their designs, some of their like stuff they have pre-made so you know how to make it or look at it. I think another fun common item is Sora here is an anime fan. As you can see, she's a Ravenclaw. She loves anime. She's a Pokemon master. I have her a little Pokemon ball. Also, I found this key, which, about that size to her. And I have some wire. And fortunately, my dad has a soldering machine, so I'm just going to solder a little handle in there, and voila, I have a keyblade for her. So, really, I suggest you really got to kind of check out your hobby stores on a pretty regular basis. You can find some real neat stuff. Not really, just kind of use your imagination. Some of it might need tweaking, some of it might not. But if you would like to know any more about the common items I have sitting around the house that I use for them, some of them being like little toys, like I have a little Wolfie here that I bought for them. It's their little puppy. And many other random little items that I've bought at cons, like because these two are both anime fans, and all sorts of things. Just let me know. Little boxes that have actually accumulated over time. If you're interested, let me know. I know this time I was supposed to do a review of these two, but I wasn't sure how the lighting was going to work. I wanted to do one video with this lighting and see how it went before I reviewed them. So if anyone's interested, let me know, and I'll get a little bit more on top of reviewing my dolls. If you have one specifically you want me to review, send me a message, comment on the comment box, whatever you need, and I'll make sure to get to it as soon as I'll make sure to get to it because I know someone cares. So, hope y'all liked my little tips and tidbits here and there, and I hope y'all join me next time. Have a good night.